It is 4:30 a.m. and we're going into the jungle.
How's it taste, mate?
Oh, look at his little face.
That's one for lunch, bro.
Right, the boat ride was fairly nerve-wracking to get here, but we've landed on the bank of another one of the islands, and this is where we're going to start our hike. As soon as we've landed here, like, the noises of the rainforest are just incredible. It's absolutely alive.
Hans has been cutting a bit of the thicker vine and putting a few marks with his machete in the tree so that we know which way that we came up so we can get back, because we have gone quite a way. And he's just stopped and paused in front of me, and he said he can hear birds of paradise. So yeah, it's pretty exciting to know that he can hear them at the moment. Beautiful, fresh, drinkable water coming out the base of the mountain. This is our drink stop. We're going to keep heading up.
And there's some sounds coming out of this jungle, out of this rainforest I've never heard before. This is crazy. So I've heard there's a couple of different species of bird of paradise that live up here. Neither Az or I have ever seen a bird of paradise, so we do get the chance today. We're bloody excited about it. We've also been told to look out for various snakes, big pythons and a range of other venomous snakes. And I think we're getting up to the point where we've got to start being pretty quiet soon. Like, you've got to kind of sneak up on these birds apparently. So yeah, the hornbills, you can't miss them. They're so loud. I'd love to get a closer look at some of them as well. Keep pressing on. I feel like we're getting closer and closer. We're up sort of right into the rich, densest jungle here. You can hear the hornbills above us, but we are on a bit of a race against time to get there before it gets too light. So I think it's time to move quickly, but quietly.
Right up at the top of this canopy. I saw the flash of red of this bird of paradise, but it happened sort of in exactly that, in a flash, just in an instant. But like, the rainforest is so dense, to see up towards the canopy is really difficult because there's just so much foliage the whole way up.
Where?
Oh, no.
It's sitting on top of the branch in the middle of it, but it just like skipped and danced along the branch really far. A couple of these birds of paradise up in the canopy, like right at the top of this tree. It's too far away to get a good visual. This big tree up in front of us. You can hear a bird of paradise up the top. Bugger, mate. I think we're going to have to just sort of take it off there.
So the bit of paradise, Wilson also stay with them.
They're too high up in the canopy to get a good look at them, but you can see them just very swiftly jumping from branch to branch and treetop to treetop. See if you can spot Hans. He's just trying to get a better vantage point.
It almost looks like the ruins of an old city here. These big rock walls. Definitely gives it a bit of a prehistoric feel.
Good.
All good, bagus.
That dead straight, really dark tree there is what they use for the pylons in the jetty. So last for decades in salt water, which is impressive. Those of you who have been watching the channel for a long time will know that mental health is a really important one for us and is actually one of the reasons why we started getting back to basics in the first place. Just wanted to share a quick personal one with you. I guess to just say that it can be a bit misleading, like the world that we live in now where we're consuming a lot of social media, everyone's sharing their highlight reels and quite often not the struggles that go on behind the scenes. So I just wanted to reach out and say that we struggle as well, anxiety personally. In my life up until now, one which some of you may be familiar with, a shallow water blackout I had years ago where Strick actually saved my life. I had nightmares for months after that, was scared to get back in the water, nightmares of drowning and that.
Az, breathe, Az.
And then more recently, almost lost one of my best mates, Greg, out on a trip where he almost died. And it still makes me emotional to think of because it was just such an intense experience. Fortunately though, we're living in a time where it's far more acceptable to be vulnerable and talk about your emotions and how you're feeling and check in and find someone who is well equipped to help you navigate that conversation and get your head and get your heart right. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to BetterHelp, who are sponsoring today's episode. They're the largest online therapy platform in the world, and for Back to Basics viewers, they're doing 10% off on your first month. So if this is like something where you feel you could benefit from, go and check them out because the quality of your mental and emotional health is directly linked to the quality of your life. So the professionals at BetterHelp can link you up with the right people. You just do a survey, they'll find the right person for you. If it's not the right person, they'll keep finding until you've got a good match, and you can do video calls, group calls, you can just text if you want to, whatever you're comfortable with. So don't muck around, click the link, betterhelp.com/backtobasics, and tell your mates you love them. Let's get back into it.
This one we use for the drinking.
Oh yeah,
If you don't have the water, we drink this. You cup like this. Like this. Like this.
Ah, fair bit of water in there.
Yeah. If you want to go like a little bit good, you do like this.
That'll keep you alive, that will.
Yeah.
Just do like
Yeah, right.
Hey, save some for us, Hans.
if you finish, you just throw like this. If you go like camping on the
beach or something.
yes, you can use this. You cut like this. If you don't have a tent, you cut like this.
Oh, okay, bend it all up one side.
Yeah. But you double three.
Oh yeah.
So
Another one.
Yeah. Put another one, and then you just put like this.
It keeps the rain off.
Yeah, and then you cut the line. Yeah.
Tie it up. So this palm, it's got the spikes here, hey? That's how you tell that's the right one?
Yeah. You do it like this because this is very,
Oh yeah.
and then you do like this. One, and then all like this.
Oh yeah, strong.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it, just twist.
Yeah. And sometimes I use this for my hair.
For your hair?
Here.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yes.
For healthy hair?
Yes, so made this for like, yes, like this.
Oh really?
I don't have to make like this, just
Use that.
yeah, just use this like.
Oh no. How's it taste, mate? Is it?
It's got a little,
Sweet at all?
not sweet, it's just like a little bit of a woody taste, but it's nice.
So this is the rope sometimes we use for the build the house. So if we made a local house, we use this. So you don't need like a nail and also
Don't need nail, don't need screw, don't need rope.
No,
That's it.
just this. But this is first on take like 10 years or 15 years. This one, like this, and then you do like this, and then you do like this. So it's easy to like make like this.
Yep. Yeah, it's easy to turn and twist and tie.
Yeah, very strong.
Very strong.
Yeah. If you don't have a soap or clean the shoe, you just use this one.
Use the sap to make soap,
Yeah.
to clean your clothes.
Yes.
A couple of hours till we get to the boat. But stick around because we need to go hunt some food.
Back on the coastline and now going through some pretty thick mangroves to get back to where the boat is. Mate, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Hidden in the mangroves here. A bit big for that, but not even a chip out of it, man. Epic. My lucky day.
We've just made it out of the rainforest, and what an amazing way to spend the morning. Pretty surreal being in virgin rainforest like that here in West Papua. But yeah, unfortunately we didn't get like a really close look at those birds of paradise. They're incredibly elusive, but I guess that's what keeps you coming back. For now, the objective is, I believe, to go and get some fish, so stick around. Hans is going to take us to a couple of his secret spots to try and get some seafood. Oh, just in the background there, about 100 meters from us, there's dolphins playing or feeding. Hans has said, jump in here, crystal clean, probably only 7 or 8 meters deep, full of bait. And he wants us to get a few surgeon fish to take back to the village for lunch. That's the game plan. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go on now.
She's got her mind on the food, but he wants to make love. I've just worked out what's going on with these dolphins here. There's a bit going on. So one of them, the female, has got a big long tom in her mouth, a big fish. And she's trying to eat that, but the male, he seems to have other things on his mind, and he's trying to make some babies. That's so cool to see dolphins feeding and attempting to mate at the same time. How special.
See you in there, bro.
Just back behind me here is that reef, and you can see all the bait fish on the front edge of it. Hopefully the guys can pick up something here to bring home for lunch. Az has just called me over. I think he's got a fish. What have you got, mate?
I've got a surgeon fish, white fish. There's just schools of them. There's probably hundreds. So you go lay on the bottom and they just vortex you. So I figured these are the most plentiful and they're good eating. So we'll get a few of these to take back.
Nice, mate.
Well done, bro. Nice fish. Mantap.
What do you call this fish, Hans?
In Indonesia we call ikan kulit pasir.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, but in English I don't know. Okay.
Get him. You get him, cowboy. Woo!
All right, we've just moved up the island a bit, changed spots, and Az and Hans have just got back in the water trying to spear a little bit more for lunch before we head back to the village. But how's this backdrop behind us here? It's absolutely stunning, hey? This is just breathtaking. From the drone here, you can see that current is ripping. The boys are doing their best to try and kick as hard as they can to get on the top current side. That's where, as you can see, all the bait fish are there hanging out, and that's where hopefully the bigger fish like Spanish mackerel will be cruising through.
That's one for lunch, bro.
Phew, bit of extra food to take back. That's awesome. There's cheers all around from the boys. I better go pick them up. This is one of the true joys of spearfishing, and probably one of the reasons that we both, Az and I, got into it in the first place, is being able to catch your own fish sustainably, selectively, and then taking it home to share with family and loved ones. And like, especially where we are here, you can just see how much, you know, a good feed of fish is appreciated, and it just gets shared amongst the entire family. So it's a really, really great way to collect dinner here. And these guys here, they just rely solely on the ocean for protein. So it's nice to be able to help out where we can. Heard some yahooing and carrying on.
A bit going on here, mate. I'll give you this and then I'll help Hans with his fish.
Oh, his Hans on as well.
Yeah. That's a good rainbow.
So Az has just got a nice eating size Spanish mackerel. It sounds like Hans has got a rainbow runner here. Also beautiful eating. Well done. Nice fish. All right, bro. Good stuff.
Okay.
We've got hungry men here, eh?
Do you think barbecue,
You
barbecue
take this
Hans, or?
Oh, I don't know. Barbecue or...
Just raw.
Number one?
Yes, number one. And this one good for sashimi.
Sashimi lunch then, yeah?
Yes.
Sounds good. Well done, boys.
Just leave for the dinner.
Have you ever been cut by this one, Hans?
This one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ouch.
I'm just going to chop a little bit of this mackerel up now. We've got some soy sauce rations, so we're just going to have some sashimi. So I'll just chop it up really fine. Nice. All right, guys.
Presentation is key, hey mate?
I think that looks pretty damn good, given the view.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you think? You like raw?
Yeah.
That's a no. What do you think of the knife?
Very sharp.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's our back to basics knife.
Yes.
You
Very
can
sharp.
actually find them on our website if you'd like, b2badventures.com.au. Well, it's pretty thick for sashimi, mate. Hans Master Chef. Sous Chef. Oh!
What was that?
He was a trevally. You just didn't knock me there, did ya? Fuck you! Grill about 1.5 feet, 2 foot off the coals. That's lunch. There's the mix. That's a papaya leaf that's used as a brush with a bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, a few island herbs and spices. And there's the grill. An hour of logged and then an hour of virgin, I reckon.
Oh, no.
More wildlife, you know, insects, birds, all sorts of stuff.
We've just been given the call up from Hans. Now is the time of the day, right on sunset. It's our best chance to see a couscous. And we're jumping in the boat and gonna go try our luck.
Yeah!
Was that a gun on the wall? I think I've just seen one. I'm starting to second guess myself because no one else saw it, but I swear I saw what I imagine is a couscous up in the trees here.
Is that one, Hans?
False alarm, yeah, it's just, it's an orchid that looks a lot like a couscous. We'll continue on, hope we can find one. We're just slowly cruising along the coast here. Hans has just explained that they eat some of the fresh leaves of some of these certain tree species here. Well, we just spotted one. Hans has spotted one.
Climb up.
Oh, yeah. That is awesome. Oh, look at his little face. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, that's incredible. Hey. See its orange face peering through?
Couscous, they made the sound like...
Really?
Yes.
This is one of the most unique little animals we've ever seen. He's got like black and white Dalmatian spots and this bright orange face. He's a lot bigger than we anticipated.
Really long tail, and orange at the end of the tail, same colour as its face. We're in probably 2 meters of water, then it comes up to this exquisite fringing reef on the edge of these limestone islands. Pretty much straight above the water, you've got one. It's such a rare marsupial. First one I've ever seen in my life. Wow.
Checking for another one? Okay.
See you, mate. We're gonna keep cruising. See you, bud.
Oh, yes, one here.
Oh, really?
Over there.
We need to pick up our game, mate. Hans has seen 2. We haven't seen any yet.
Where?
Over there. Is there?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
But same type.
On the skinny branch. He's a little one. He's like the size of a soccer ball.
Do you think maybe he's just curled up? Oh, it's got a smaller face. Oh, I'd love to be able to climb up there on the branch. Just give it a handshake. So apparently these couscous used to be hunted by certain villagers for food. They used to eat them. Whether they were selling them, I'm sure there's an illegal wildlife trade as well, unfortunately, but they used to hunt and eat them. But apparently now that that's not happening, they're seeing more and more numbers, which is really good.
Oh, these are all hornbills. They're huge. You can hear their wings flapping from here. They're so loud. Mission success on the couscous hunt. That was amazing seeing them like that. What a special part of the world, that rainforest coming down onto the reef. There's few places like this around. Feeling pretty privileged to be here checking it all out.